So two DeFi heavyweights in Uniswap and PancakeSwap, a head-to-head. Which of these is actually going to come out on top if you compare them side by side? Where is the long-term growth going to come from? Which one has got the potential to give us those much required gains if we were to choose either of these? Hi guys, FD465.tv. Welcome to our channel where we are doing a head-to-head between Uniswap and PancakeSwap and their respective tokens. These represent two ecosystems in Ethereum and Binance respectively, or Binance Chain respectively. And we know the Binance Chain is cheaper to transact, while Ethereum is temperamental and sometimes it can get crazy, but Ethereum is also rich with a plethora of layer 2 scaling solutions, so that to an extent does balance out what PancakeSwap and Binance Chain are doing. But before I jump into this head-to-head, guys, please note that I am not a financial advisor. I'm just some dude on the internet interested in crypto. If you do require financial advice, you should approach someone who is trained to give you financial advice. Please do your own research if you can. I'm not a financial advisor. This content is also not targeting UK audiences for obvious reasons. And if you are not subscribed, guys, please consider subscribing to our channel. It's free. You don't lose anything. Even if you don't intend on coming back, at least you are supporting us. That much we do value. Thank you in advance. That said, let's come back to the head-to-head between Uniswap and the Uni token, as well as PancakeSwap and the Cake token. Which one has got the long-term potential when it comes to growth? And to kick us off, let's start by giving you guys an overview of what each of these DeFi giants is. Uniswap was built originally on the Ethereum network. Uniswap is one of the most widely used automated market makers, or MMMs, in DeFi. According to CoinMarketCap, Uni is trading at approximately $6.36 at the time of recording, with approximately 630 million tokens in circulation and a market cap of around $4 billion. All-time high was achieved in May 21 at approximately $44.95, which is effectively $45. Recent news for Uniswap includes the recently granted $9 million to accelerate its upgrade to Uniswap version 4. Uniswap is expanding to multi-chain support. It has been added to Solana wallet. It's also used by Ethereum's layer 2s, among many others. But there are some regulatory headwinds as well. It received a Wells notice from the US SEC back in 2024. I think I'm right. I think that has been quashed, I believe. So that may be something that is in the past now. And as for PancakeSwap, it operates on the BNB chain, formerly Binance Smart Chain ecosystem. Cake is the governance and incentive token for the Pancake DEX, and it is trading at approximately $2.55 to $2.60 per Cake token at the time of recording, with a circulating supply of 340 million tokens and a market cap of just under $1 billion. Cake's all-time high was $43 back in April of 2021, so current price is steeply down from peak. Same with Uniswap. And the PancakeSwap platform has had partnerships and some controversy. For example, there were reported links to World Liberty Financials and the Trump family venture in a Wall Street Journal piece. I think that's the same because their stablecoin is also heavily used on the PancakeSwap platform. I think that's where the majority of its volume comes from, and I don't think it features in any of the leading centralized exchanges or other DEXs. So let's have a comparison of these two based on their weaknesses and strengths. Let's start with ecosystem size and reach. Uniswap is very large. You're talking of Ethereum plus main layer 2s, the multi-chain expansions, whereas Pancake is large on BNB chain volume but narrower ecosystems compared to Ethereum. Protocol maturity and upgrades is the next metric. For Uniswap, it is strong, well-known automated market maker, version 4 upgrade underway. As for PancakeSwap, well, it's good, but BNB chain has had centralized concerns. The Cake token's tokenomics and ecosystem have been under more scrutiny because they are not as clear. Token value capture, Uniswap as a governance plus protocol token is in a highly liquid DeFi ecosystem, whereas Cake is governance and incentive token in a more niche, though active ecosystem. Next metric is around regulatory and decentralization risk. Uniswap was facing regulatory scrutiny back in 2024, but it is very decentralized as a protocol, whereas PancakeSwap has some centralization concerns, BNB chain origin, and controversies which could weigh risk. Growth potential, I think it is high for Uniswap. DeFi remains a strong narrative, with Uniswap expanding into newer chains and integration. For PancakeSwap, it is moderate to high, can leverage BNB chain's user base, but may face headwinds in narrative and competition from other DEXs. And as for current valuations, market cap $4 billion for Uniswap, and PancakeSwap market cap is currently under $1 billion, lower valuation, but also lower price and higher speculative risk. Where would I place my vote and why for these two? Well, if I had to pick one as the more likely to succeed and offer better growth potential, I would give the vote to Uniswap in the Uni token, and I'm going to explain why. Uniswap's ecosystem is deeper and broader. It is not only on Ethereum but expanding to other chains, giving it multi-chain DeFi relevance. Uniswap itself has stronger protocol maturity and brand recognition. In DeFi, Uniswap is a major pillar. While regulatory risks exist, or they used to exist, Uniswap's decentralization and multi-chain reach gives it resilience. In contrast, PancakeSwap and the Cake token is peeling upside because of its lower valuation and active user base, but it also carries more risk, smaller ecosystem breadth, more competition, token price far from prior peak, and some narrative baggage because of its association with the Binance chain, formerly Binance Smart Chain. So in terms of risk and reward, the Uni token is more blue chip index tokens, while Cake is more high risk, high upside. But for steady long-term growth, I'll go with Uni as my pick. Let us know what you think about my thoughts, guys, and my rationale around my choice of Uniswap here. But if the DEX world were a wrestling ring, Uniswap will be the seasoned heavyweight champ, well-known, well-tested, and with a proven track record. PancakeSwap will be the scrappy contender, fast, hungry, with a big punch if things line up right. When I'm placing a long-term bet, I'm backing the champ who knows how to evolve and expand across rings, and that is Uniswap. If you want the underdog swing and can stomach the risk, Cake might surprise you. But for the dependable lane, the Uni token gets my vote. Where are you going to place your bets? Let us know in the comment section, guys. Until the next one, FD for SageFast.tv. Bye for now.